You're listening to Turi Writer's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, a blue pina colada causes Marcy to confess to her husband's most recent purchase and what exactly she plans to do with it.
I have an adult beverage, which is another term for how my day has been going.
Oh man, you're already on the adult beverages?
Yes, a nice big one. Eve made me a blue pina colada.
Wow.
It's delicious.
We had a friend come visit us last week with her daughter, and the daughter wanted to do something nice for us. And we're not big drinkers, really, but we're very hard to cook for. So she decided that she would make mojitos for us. But she had a friend over. She was visiting, but she has a friend in town. So her friend came over. And they didn't, either one of them really know how to make mojitos. So luckily for them, mojitos are not our drink when we drink. So we didn't know how bad they were, but I did notice that the first one was almost entirely ice cubes. And the second one tasted like some kind of candy thing. And then I think I just sort of Oh, and then the dog knocked one over. And at that point, I just didn't care.
Oh, my youngest has been a bartender for many, many years. And so she even makes up her own drinks.
I'm so old. You want to know how old I am? Nobody drank mojitos when I was a cocktail waitress. Nobody knew what it was.
Anyway,
people would have gone, "What? Mosquitoes? You want to drink a mosquito?" That's how it would have been received back in the ancient days.
We're not big drinkers here either, except for
occasionally
my young man husband who needs his Budweiser.
Whatever makes them happy.
Yep. What's making him happy right now, out on front deck, besides the fact that he's playing with a baby?
Can I guess that the Belly the dog has found a forever home?
Yeah, here.
Oh.
That's not it.
All right. I give up.
We bought a speedboat. A 1984 bright yellow and orange speedboat from some guy from California who lives in an HOA neighborhood, and somebody ratted him out that he had too much stuff in his yard. And so we have a boat and a trailer.
Do I need to point out that you live on the top of a mountain in a desert where the most water there is that tank under your property that leaked out all your drinking water the other day? Did so much water leak out that now you have a lake?
Actually, the leak was due to the kids' outside shower that never gets used.
Right. Well, you could put the boat in there.
We're 2 hours from a number of lakes. So we're going to try it out first in the smallest lake, which is Lake Havasu. And then we're going to go out to Lake Powell and take the whole family and 2 tents. You would love this. We're going to take some tents and some food and camp out in one of the coves. I know this. I'll invite you. I'll send you an engraved invitation. But
Here,
yes,
you know what it would
speedboat.
say? An invitation from me would be like, "You have died and gone to hell. Please join us on our speedboat in a cove eating hamburgers on the shores of Lake Havasu or Lake Powell." Yeah, like it makes a difference to me. Makes no difference to me.
But yes, we have a speedboat in the desert. And let's see what else. I have to unpack everything I packed for Belize.
Why?
Because I changed my mind about everything in the suitcase.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you changed your mind about Belize.
No.
Okay.
No, we're watching the weather really closely because, as you know, our plans never go smoothly. But so far, it's been missing all the tropical storms and hurricanes. But no, I decided I'm just going to take a bunch of dresses.
What?
I'm actually going to take a bunch of sundresses because it's nice not to wear pants. It's my new.
But you're in the jungle.
The mighty jungle. No, we're gonna be on the beach.
Okay.
I'll take a pair of pants for the jungle.
I see.
But yeah, so that's my big news number two.
Okay.
And my big news number three
Yes.
is I am back in a brace cast for 6 to 8 weeks and having a final, I hope, keep your fingers crossed, surgery.
Again?
Here's my two choices, and you know me. Choice number one is to come in every month for a shot. The second is to just say, see you when I see you, not don't want to be and cut the nerve. And I'll be numb, but I'll be able to use my hand. So, I mean, I can't light my hand on fire or anything, but I could say, look what I can do and like poke needles in it and stuff. That
Oh
would be kind of
God.
fun.
Oh God.
I won't have pain anymore. There's the bottom line.
All right.
That's why I'm drinking adult beverages today. Actually, I've only had one, but I'm really tired of surgeries. And of course, I did my own extensive research. Have you ever read like the American Medical Journal or the Journal of the American Medical Association or NIH or any of those kind of
I
pages?
have, and they're very difficult to get through. And when you're done reading the intensive medical journals from reputable sources, one is often filled with regret. One often wishes that
Yeah,
one
I
did not
know.
know what one now knows.
Well, this one at least has to highlight all the words that I don't know and then look them up
Okay.
and then go back and read it again.
Uh huh.
And yeah, I still don't like it, but they're the most reputable. Like they're not, I'm not asking Jeeves
No, don't ask
or,
Jeeves. No.
but I do have good news on top of bad news.
Uh oh.
Okay, the guys finished putting up our mini split, so we have air conditioning
Yes.
and heat.
Yay.
I told all my friends up here it's gonna get cool out because watch, I'm gonna have air conditioner now. It's gonna be in the 70s and 60s in August.
But you feel good, like when you have a really good emergency kit in your car. Like
Exactly.
I think that there are certain things you buy them for safety and security, even if you don't ever use them. Like it feels really, really good to have one of those little air pumps in the car that can blow up your tire if your tire goes flat. Now
Yeah,
I don't even know when the last time my tire went flat, but just knowing that I have it makes me feel
true.
like I think this is as close as I'm ever going to get to those people who scale mountains or go to the North Pole with a dog sled team. Yeah, I understand that you can eat your sled dog, but I got an air pump in the back of my mommy van and that's and some granola bars, so I'm good. Thank you.
So the one bad thing about it is it's up over the door in the kitchen where we had that big clock.
Uh-huh.
And I'm so used to looking at that clock to see what time it is
Oh,
that I actually sit and stare at this mini split, waiting for it to tell me what time it is.
yeah, I think that's the adult beverage there.
And there's only one remote. Du-du-du-dun.
Oh, that's very bad.
Yeah,
No.
Frankie's gonna like build a little safe or something to put that remote in. And
Yeah. You know what you could do? You know how they do gas stations where you need the bathroom key, and so they hook the bathroom key
on the
onto some
big
giant
stick.
chunk of wood. You need to take the remote control for that air conditioner and treat it like the key to the ladies' room in some gas station. Just stick
No,
it
put it
onto
around
some
the dog's neck.
giant.
The least mobile dog, wear it around his neck.
I got a better idea. Tie it to that speedboat. That's never
Yeah,
going
that's never
anywhere.
gonna move.
That's never going anywhere. If you need to know
I'm
where the
gonna send
remote
you
is, just
pictures.
tie it to that giant, what did you say, yellow and red speedboat?
It's yellow and orange. It's so 80s. It's really cool. And it's in super, super nice condition.
Also holds the remote to the mini split conveniently.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, each of you has
Oh,
it
and
for your own purposes.
here's one last thing.
Wait,
My
wait, I thought of
children.
another thing.
Oh,
If
what?
if your husband is not willing to let you use the speedboat as a sort of paperweight for the mini split, just take one of the life jackets and tie it onto that.
Do it. There you go.
Yes.
So I told you I've been cleaning
Yes.
and finding bizarre things.
Yes.
I found a pencil with a bunch of boy faces on it.
Is that some
And
band?
in very tiny writing, it says, 2,000 Backstreet Boys Incorporated. So I took a picture of it and sent it to my adult children to fight over. You know, Jordy doesn't want it. Molly's upset because I do believe it was probably Molly's. Just she and Eve would fight about NSYNC and Backstreet Boys back then in the day. So, but Elena, Ben's wife, claimed it first. So I had to put it in an envelope with your tarantula and mail it.
Yeah, those movable Halloween decor tarantulas that you promised me, what, 3 years ago? Yeah, the tarantulas that are never going to get here.
It will get there.
Those tarantulas could walk from your mountain in Arizona to my house in Chicago faster than you will ever put those things in the U.S. mail. But I don't mind because that thing I sent you with the measuring device in it never did arrive at your house, despite the fact that I put oodles of postage on it. And probably in another 3 months, it'll come back here.
You know, probably our post office up here is probably about the size of your studio, if not smaller.
Do you think that the people behind the counter just go, no, we've had enough mail today. Return, 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 return.
Well, I know that. Okay. Do you think they listen to us?
No, not at all.
Do you think the feds listen to government?
Maybe.
The post office?
Maybe.
The postmaster general?
No.
Well, okay. So we had a great, 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 great mail lady, and she would call me when she had packages.
Right.
And I would meet her up at the big mailbox place.
For adult beverages and your package.
Exactly.
Right.
With my now I don't even remember what I'm drinking. Anyway, my blue pina colada. But she would call me and say, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. I would meet her. She'd give me all my packages. I would say, thank you, Anita. And then I would drive them home. This guy leaves a note in the mailbox 3 days after the package has been sitting in the post office, and I have to go to town. It would make so much more sense on Friday. Bring me a postal slip with 15 packages, and I can go pick them all up at once.
Yeah, that would make logical sense. No.
Yeah, there's no logical sense here.
Well, I hate to say this, but if you're trying to make the case that you have logical sense and the post office there does not, I wouldn't mention the fact that your husband on the mountain in the desert just bought a speedboat that's sitting in your front yard. Thanks for listening to the Turi Writers She Said What podcast. Since you've made it to the end, you might want to know that my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air, is not only available in print, but now also in complete audiobook form, narrated by me and available on Audible.